Dear chauffeur, the Roundabout Military is pleased to advise you of advanced weapons testing occurring in your area within the next 10 seconds. Not being killed by said advanced weaponry would be most appreciated. Love, General S.S. Bombsworth.
The year is 1999, and Crazy Taxi has just been unleashed to the arcades. With fantastic graphics, a rock-solid frame rate, and fun, fast, fluid gameplay, Crazy Taxi took the world by storm. It's only natural that a home console port would launch just a year later on the Dreamcast.
60 frames a second, which is twice the speed of a TV. It equals graphics you've never seen before.
The exhilarating gameplay, picking up your passengers, rushing them to the destination as fast as you can, the timer threatening your every move. Crazy Taxi was a monumental moment in gaming. The sheer idea of the game was so entertaining that it spawned a ton of clone games. Simpsons Road Rage, anyone? Actually, did you guys know that Radical Entertainment and EA were sued by Sega for deliberately copying Crazy Taxi's gameplay in Simpsons Road Rage? The case was settled in private mediation with an undisclosed amount being paid out to Sega. But anyway, that was back on the PlayStation 2. With the power of the machines of 2014 and today, how can the concept become something different, something special, something beautiful? Something so creative that Sega has no grounds to sue. This is Roundabout. Developed by a two-man team at No Goblin, consisting of Dan Teasdale, a game designer with an impressive resume including Destroy All Humans as well as the first 3 Rock Band games.
So I'm the lead designer on Rock Band 3.
The other developer was Panzer, the lead developer of Super Drake Flight Tracker 2000 EX, a game making fun of Giant Bomb's employee, John Drake.
As you can see here, these are the airports that John Drake has.
I see, all right. Okay.
It's basically a game that makes fun of his dancing, his addiction to Diet Coke, and it categorizes every flight that he's ever taken, how long he spent at every airport he's been to, and statistics about his flights. We're here to talk about Roundabout though. It's the year 1977, and our main character,
Gio Riggio Manis?
Meet Giorgio Manos.
has started the world's first rotating taxi service right here in the town of Roundabout. In Roundabout, the gameplay is truly revolutionary since your taxi never stops spinning. As a result, the game is a huge open-world obstacle course for Giorgio to maneuver her way through. Thankfully, every single square block of the game is a whole new challenge to get through. The game controls extremely well. Movements are fast, snappy, and absolutely perfect. Every section of the map is perfectly thought up and arranged in a way that your spinning car can pass through, but it takes some serious skill and sometimes trial and error to get through a lot of these. Puzzle elements like these blue bins are used to switch the direction the taxi is spinning in, which is necessary to get through a lot of these. If you're feeling risky, you can hold R2 for a speed boost and do a spinning jump over most spots, but the position you're gonna land in is hard to predict and it's easy to end up exploding immediately upon landing. Risk versus reward is the name of the game here. That rings true for the game's multiplier system as well. You get points for breaking things, killing people, or performing mission objectives like destroying crops. Every single mission has a set number of stars that you'll need to pick up to 100% the level, and every time you pick one up, your score multiplier increases. Hit something once or go too long without increasing your multiplier, and it resets back to 0. Your score is directly tied to how much money you get for completing a mission, so you want to do the best that you possibly can. Like Burnout Paradise, there's no waypoints, there's no fast travel, and there's a ton of shortcuts on the map that you can take to reach your destination. People that need a ride are represented on the map as yellow icons, and people that need you to do something for them in the form of a side mission are represented by the blue icons. We'll talk about these shortly, but there's way more to do in this game than just those. Throughout the world, you'll find a ton of hidden items, including custom car horns and giant stacks of money, and you can use the money to buy new hats or unlock upgrades for your taxi. You can only have one upgrade or hat on at a time, but you can always head back to the repair shop to switch them out. You've got things like this power-up, which lets you drive on water to get around quicker, or this extremely useful one, which lets you change the direction your vehicle is spinning in. You can beat the main story in about 3 to 5 hours, but there's so much to do and unlock in the endgame that the short runtime of the story doesn't really matter that much, but the story is fantastic. The entire plot is told through 70s B-movie FMV sequences, and every passenger that you pick up is an over-the-top stereotype with legitimately hilarious mission objectives, all of which interconnect to tell the larger story. It's a very character-driven game, and the interactions you have with these people would make the game worth playing even if the gameplay wasn't as good as it is. Giorgio communicates entirely through well-acted facial reactions and head turns with her passengers, and the story moves extremely quickly throughout. Here's a quick snippet.
The last few months have been the happiest of my life. Will you marry me?
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay, so the next surprise. We're getting married now. On our way to our honeymoon. To the airport, Giorgio.
What? Okay. Let's go, Giorgio.
I'm not gonna spoil the whole story, but there's a complete love story with a girl named Elizabeth, there's a competitor spinning taxi service that needs to be dealt with, a drug dealer that has you do questionable things, a section where Giorgio takes those drugs and a skeleton convinces her to do evil things, a complete murder plot with Giorgio escaping the police, a section where she runs away to hide in the mountains for 6 months, and an epic finale full of emotion, love, and the acceptance that Giorgio needs to spin to be happy.
Come on, let's go. We've got the police behind us, the border in front of us, and a whole lot of spinning in the way. Let's go, Giorgio!
If you buy the deluxe edition on Steam, you'll get a massive amount of bonus content as well, showing early prototypes of the game in development so you can see how it progressed throughout. It's stupidly interesting. There's also fun little gimmick modes in here, like a fully playable first-person view mode that was released as an April Fool's prank. The entire game script is in here as well, all collected together as a sweet little making of book. It's even got the complete soundtrack in here. This is the greatest deluxe edition of all time. Roundabout is a game that should be played by everybody. It's an absolute masterpiece of a game, unlike anything that we would ever see released in today's gaming market. It's a reminder of a time when The Last of Us could release a multiplayer mode without requiring games as a service microtransaction garbage. It was a time when Rock Band Blitz could release and be infinitely more fun than Fortnite Festival with its $30 season pass purchase requirement to unlock Gangnam Style. A time when small, creative titles could release and just be fun games for a few hours. Roundabout is a masterpiece. It's available on everything. PC, PS4, Xbox, Vita, Mac, and there's even a native Linux version, so you know it runs like a dream on the Steam Deck. Go buy it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, feel free to hit me with a like or a sub, or let me know what you remember about Roundabout a decade ago. Till next time though, love ya, peace.